All right, so what's going on, everyone? Today's the 26th of January, 2024. We're going to talk about this article from CoinDesk. SatoshiVM marred by controversy days after the SAVM issuance. Yeah, the token. SAVM jumped several thousand% to a market capitalization of as high as $90 million in just a few hours after it was issued. What happened? What's going on? What is the controversy that this article is trying to insinuate? Well, let's scroll down a little bit further, because you can see here that SatoshiVM, SAVM, is facing controversy in crypto circles due to the apparent presence of a handful of wallets controlling a sizable share of the initial token supply. Now, what do you think these people who has the supply of SAVM, what do you think happened once it was actually listed on the exchange? Are they still holding? Or did they immediately dump some of their holdings into the market? And if that happened, what do you think price did? Did it go up? Probably not. It went down. SatoshiVM has seemingly included most of the trending buzzwords in defining its protocol. It claims to be a Bitcoin layer 2 protocol buzzword powered by zero-knowledge rollup technology. More buzzwords. A stream of terms that together can be thought of as a network that settles transactions on Bitcoin without having to share extra data with network validators. Okay. Now, SAVM was one of the most hyped token issuance in recent months. Yeah, they hyped it up. They had to promote it. They had to put out some marketing campaign to make sure that there is a market there once the token was issued, meaning they need to have a pool of people willing to buy, because you have those apparent token holders willing to sell, thereby creating your market. It jumps several thousand% to a market capitalization of as high as $90 million just a few after issuance. Now, but the controversy began shortly after it went live on January the 19th. Data cited by on-chain analysis tool Bubble Maps showed 15% of the token supply was sent to a handful of wallets, supposedly owned by market influencers, who immediately sold upon receiving the tokens. A rug pull. Is this a rug pull? This is how getting rich and wealthy is actually easy. Okay? You come out, you create some type of protocol, give it the buzzwords, and then you drum up the marketing campaign. You market this cryptocurrency, you give the initial token supply to a couple of influencers so that they could go out and market your protocol. Then the moment that it is issued, you go ahead and sell it at an immediate profit. Is that right? Is that wrong? What is your opinion? You can drop a comment on the video and let everyone know, what do you think about that? Now, let's go ahead and look at this token distribution from Bubble Maps. Okay, so here is the tweet. It's one of the biggest launches in 2024. However, millions have been made by influencers dumping their bags of SatoshiVM. That is unfair. Would you agree? Just because of their position or who they know that you don't know, they was able to make millions of dollars while you simply are holding the bag. Because we're going to look at the price chart for SAVM, and you'll see that the market immediately dumped because these influencers dumped. Here is a couple of tweets from ZachXBT right here, January the 19th. Remember when influencers with a lot of followers start shilling a project launch at the same time it is likely, because they have allocation and will dump their cheap tokens on you. And of course, ZachXBT drops the receipts. He shows you what happened when the token was issued on the 19th. Here's one. For the past few days, SatoshiVM has been all over my feed. This is an individual or a tweet that is an influencer. The core product is an EVM compatible rollup that settles on Bitcoin and uses BitTC for gas. On the execution layer, the sequencer using validity proofs, which are submitted to the layer 1 Bitcoin to ensure state. Now, he wrote more, right? But Zach XBT at the bottom right here shows you when he actually initially got the token, 10,500 SAVM on January 18th. I don't know if you guys can see that. On January 18th, he received 10,500 tokens. And then on the 19th, immediately once it was issued, he sold his position out. He did it twice, 2 transactions, 5,000 tokens at one end. And then later on, literally looked like a couple of minutes later, he sold his remaining stake. That's one influencer. What about this one? Another influencer. Tokens from past cycles people bought for 100x. Solana, Cas, Metis. Tokens for the new super cycle we can get for free. SAVM is our chance. Hurry up. Time is running out. That's his promotion to his followers. You can see that Wasty Time right here is his handle, received 1,050 SAVM. Once the market opened and issued on Uniswap, he sold a total of 500 tokens immediately. What about this person? This is a foreigner. It's not even written in English, but you can see how he received 3,938 tokens, and he began selling 2,000 and then 938, leaving him with 1,000 of these SAVM, immediately making money. Now, who did he sell to if there wasn't a market? This is why the SEC comes and investigates cryptocurrencies all the time, because these people are deceiving their investors or their followers, because he's trying to drum up excitement. Come and grab these SAVMs ASAP. But then on the back end, he's the one that's selling it to you all so that he can get rich and you guys are left holding the bag. This is what they call like a rug pull. Let's look at this last one. One tip: participate on Ape Terminal as much as you can. Projects like SAVM will keep on coming as ATX becomes an undeniable blue chip of this cycle. I don't guarantee you'll get an airdrop for participating, but like I say, who really knows? And then it also goes into all of the chips that he sold in the market. He received 26,250 tokens, and he was selling off small pieces throughout the day when it was issued. The wallet 0xe77FB sent SAVM to 250 influencers. 250 influencers. Over 1.2 million tokens were received, currently valued at $12 million. 50% have already been dumped on Uniswap. Some prominent investors who participated in SatoshiVM private sale confirmed they took profits from their positions. So they actually proved that once the token was issued, they came through and said, I got my bag. Let me go ahead and sell it to you. But faced backlash as market observers questioned the motive of selling allocations in the first few hours of issuance. See, this is why in the stock market, they have IPO lockup periods, meaning that those initial people who got in on the initial offering, who got the bag up front, they cannot sell in the market until maybe a year, 2 years after the market has been established, because you create this type of reaction to where price immediately craters and goes down. You got 250 influencers who had access to this pre-sale, and they immediately sold once it was issued on Uniswap. Here's one right here. You tell me what's a good token design for a fair launch where idea was a low six-figure raise, launch on market at 2 million FDV. You tell me what works and I will incorporate it. Tell me please, Zach, give me a token example. Even better. But then you have another comment below. If you're a VC, venture capitalist, angel investor, partner, influ, whatnot, and you get pre-market allocations, you should have a lockup period of at least 6 months, if not more. And that is true. I agree. Anything else is just dumping on your followers at the very first opportunity, no matter how you sell it. I agree with that. If you're one of the first ones to get in, you should be one. If you're really convicted, if your conviction is high on this particular project, then keep your coins locked up for a year. And you can't sell it until that year period is out. But as always, with the lax of regulation within the cryptocurrency space, they can do and get away with this. Analysis service at Lookonchain reported a wallet that received SAVM tokens from the publicly known SatoshiVM team wallet received upward of $4 million worth of tokens after the launch, immediately selling 1.2 million worth in the first 2 days. 2 days right here. So the SatoshiVM has so far thwarted all accusation and is holding a community Ask Me Anything session on Thursday, that was yesterday, to directly answer queries, questions. The team did not immediately respond to an X message sent by CoinDesk in Asian morning hours on Thursday. The story will continue. Okay. Now, look at the stock. The cryptocurrency. Take a look. The market immediately fell off. The market ended down 55.5% yesterday alone. And if you're trying to look into this particular market, understand that you will have times to where those influencers, until they get rid of their bags, you will see times to where the market will just completely dump. Just like during this period, and then just during this period. Don't think that this is finished, because you still have those influencers with no restrictions able to come in and profit from their pre-allocation of this token, SAVM. Right or wrong, that's what they're doing. So we'll see if there's enough market to absorb this dump of supply of SAVM. If these influencers don't continue to drum up, market, promote SAVM, then I would suspect that the price isn't finished with going lower yet. They have to continually drum up that market campaign to unsuspecting people who also are trying to get wealthy, not knowing that they are the ones being dumped on. So we'll see how strong the campaign is for SAVM over the next couple of trading days, maybe a week or so. Because if it holds, then you understand that those 250 influencers are still out there promoting SAVM. Give me your thoughts about this. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.